Yo, what is going on, everyone? It is Memory here. You guys already know. You already know what time it is. ReZero Wednesdays. We are here for episode 15 of the second season, or episode 40 overall. Yes, we are now in the 40s. You guys can see we have Garfiel and OTTO right here, which the first part of this episode is actually named after OTTO. So that because you already know it. I know a lot of you guys have felt the same way with just how OTTO has climbed the rankings in terms of like our favorite characters. At least that's how it's been for me. I know a lot of you guys do feel the same way. But yeah, OTTO getting up there, and we're apparently gonna have a lot more focus with him at least at the initial part of this episode. The other part of the episode is called A Reason to Believe, which the bet is on. Subaru saying, "I'm going to save the mansion. I'm going to save Sanctuary," all in this loop. So we have him actually with Emilia right now, and I feel like what we get out of that conversation is going to be very, very important, obviously. So yeah, we have this right here with Garfield and OTTO, and then we obviously have Subaru and Emilia as we have it right now. So we're going to see what we have with this episode, guys. We're going to hop right into it. Here we go. You gotta deal with me for a little bit. He telling him, "I'm buying time for a certain boy and girl." This is our guy, man. This is our guy. Straight sleeping on him. You gonna learn real quickly not to sleep on OTTO. He just got your ass. Yep, yo, that's exactly what he's looking for. Keep one step ahead the merchant way, the merchant lifestyle. Wow. This ain't as worse as the rabbits, but it's still, get me the hell out of here. These were the kinds of friends he had. Damn, that's kind of sad. They probably about to go into some OTTO backstory. What was the hell is Cradle? It seems like he's only hearing like the animals. Soul of language, divine protection. You like hear him. It sounds like it's like very distant. Like you can't really make out what being said. That's a great idea. Try to have him write down some stuff. I don't know what the letter said, but it's just a simple fact that he communicated. Aww. Oh, OTTO. These are all like, they weren't people. It's just the animals. It's actually very useful though, like honestly. It is. Yeah, like it's kind of funny to hear like the animals talk and shit like that to him, but it's actually very like useful. Of course. That goes with like a lot of powers, a lot of special amazing powers. We'll try to take advantage of it. Oh, they're trying to keep that. He was trying to keep that obviously under wraps. Like he was trying to keep it. His sibling just found it so amazing, right? Well, this probably wasn't the way to go about it. This probably wasn't the way to go about it. He brought a whole swarm of them. Either way, like I don't care if he brought out those bugs or whatever the case is. It's still an amazing power. Like. Why does that look like? Similar to Puck, doesn't it? Does it not? Is it just me, or is it just like, kind of freaky the way this resembles like Subaru and Emilia? It might just be me though. The 8th guy she's been with. Oh, she get around. Oh, the truth hurts, huh? Made an enemy of the wrong person. It worked out for the better though. Like this man became a merchant after that, right? Like it worked out. He found his calling. All by himself, too, though. He did all this by himself. And he was telling himself that, too. You can do it. Nobody else really there for him, you know? Oh, my gosh. Look who it is. I can't even lie. I missed that. Like, well, I guess he was bound to run into them. Him being out here as a merchant and all that, going around everywhere. Doesn't something like this bring back painful memories you don't want to think about? Probably thought he was gonna die here. Like he's just like oh, I'm gonna die like that. This is it. Ricardo? Subaru? Is he talking about Subaru? He just started crying without even noticing he was crying. Yeah, man. He was accepting it. Every time I cry, it marks a rebirth in my life. The 3rd. He thought he was gonna die. He found his purpose, his reason for living from that cry. It's like a parallel with like Return by Death in a way, like with Subaru almost. Bad one coming. Bad, very bad, very bad. Hey, you telling him he gonna die? Come on, y'all. Oh, he did all this to just buy the time for them to talk. That's your friend. That's your friend, bro. I was not expecting to play this right here, but I'll take it. I'll take it. The best diversion. The best diversion. This is Garfield too we're talking about. Like, oh, okay. He's like, I'm done playing around. Like, I'm done with your tricks. I don't know if he has any more. Ooh. Right, you were sleeping on him. He giving him his props. Oh, I think he bought more than enough time. I think that was a good amount of time. Oh, Ram! Man, that reaction though, with his foot too. Oh yeah, we know. In my own way. Oh my. Otto. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's Ram even saying that. Like. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He's gonna do this. He gonna do this now. Oh shit. Here we go again. Tony the Tiger. Ram gonna handle this? She confident. Wow. Okay. Ram out here though. Okay, Ram. Okay, Ram. I was not expecting this, to be honest. Okay, Ram. What the fuck? Otto. Just enough for her to get away. Otto doing something like this again. Otto. He didn't even think. He's like, oh shit, why did I do this? But I'm running. Dude, the way they're backing each other up. they already doing something crazy. Respect on Otto, dude. Keeps repeating that. Of course. She put like a lot of stress on the 50-50 thing, so I'm just like, maybe she wants him to just be, I guess, genuine essentially with her. And that like strikes her a lot because we know like of her, like with her past. He hit her with that. He hit her with that though. I think this is what she wants. Like, this is kind of what she wants, right? Man, I mean, we know what it is, but for her to hear this from him, and look at her in his eyes. My boy though. Going into all the deets, bro. But this is how much he does. Like, we know. Inspires him. Like, how many times do I gotta tell you? Like, your positives, your negatives, like all around. Like, I love you. So like, it doesn't matter. Like, nobody's perfect. The beautiful and the ugly, or the weak parts, everything. But she doesn't understand, I don't think, this like the concept of love. Like, she doesn't grasp it. So that's why she is asking like all these questions. They're just both looking out for each other like so much. Like, it's just like she loves him. She hasn't said it, but it's both ways. Like, she may not really understand what it is yet, but the way they're like talking about each other here. He's trying to look as cute as I thought you would. Oh my god. Embrace her. You better embrace her right now. And that's, oh yeah, I can't even imagine how much that's been on her. That's all a part of what makes you you. Oh, they flashed his mom. That's what he's been saying, man. Like, no matter what, like, it doesn't matter what kind of circumstances, what kind of memories you get back, or just whatever it is. This whole time, how she's been reflecting in his eyes, like, it's just. He gonna kiss her. He said, then dodge if you don't want. No, we actually got this. No, I was not. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. How many times has he said in this episode? The scary way it reminds me that I love you, I should do, like that shit. Oh my god, bro. Oh. Exactly. Wonder if it's among all these memories. It's probably somewhere in there, right? Probably somewhere in there. Yeah. And oh, he was reflected in her eyes, man. Just a little subtle shit like that. Dude, what are they gonna leave us off with? Arf. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Dude. I didn't even know what to say, like, during that Emilia and Subaru scene. But the way they were both talking and going back and forth, like, obviously Subaru started it off by saying, I love you, right? And he just kept reiterating that. He kept saying that. We know what it is. But the way Emilia was talking there, right? Like, she didn't say the words, but just what she was saying and even her actions just speak volumes. She may not understand it, right? And she may not actually say the words, but what she's showing and what she's saying is love for Subaru. At least that's how I take it. That's how I interpret it, right? And to her, like, to us, that's how it seems like. But her, she might not truly understand what it feels like. Maybe we're starting to get there somewhere with that. But I mean, I was not expecting the kiss, dude. I was not. She didn't move. Like, she accepted that shit. Like, she wanted that shit, you know? And Subaru, that's some next level, like, Chad energy right there, you know, to do that, right? He said, I'm gonna prove it to you, right? Like, he even said, like, he didn't just go in and do it, right? He respectfully, like, he's like, if you don't want this, then move, like, get out of the way. She wanted that, and you know, that's. But a lot of this, obviously, like, with the memories with Emilia, like, that's gonna be a big thing as she gets these back, and there's gonna be a lot to come with that, and this is big. This is the start of big Emilia development. You know what I'm saying? Like, when these memories start to come back, and this is a big step for her character, like 100%. Like, we've been talking about, like, starting lines and all of that, like, with this episode. That was a big kind of theme in this episode, like, with Otto, you know. But, like, this for Emilia, I feel like is kind of a different starting line for her. At least that's how I see it. That's how I see it personally. But, you know, a lot of these things from her past that have kind of shaped how she is right now. That's why she's so, you know, gets so emotional or holds on to these, like, things like promises and like vows, you know, things like that. She holds on to that so much because of her past, you know, and that's why she is like this way with with Subaru. And we even saw her in the previous episode, Fortuna. She said, like, it was the same thing with her as well, which we're probably going to get a lot more into those memories in the past with her and in what's there. And I cannot wait for that, but that's going to be something. But I need a counter. I didn't count. But how many times did Subaru say I love you in this episode, man? Like, that was like, that's how he really showed it. Like, and we know what it is, right? We know. But to Emilia, like, in the show's sense, it's like she had trouble understanding. Like, she generally was like, why? Like, how? Someone like me. And I love the concept of the whole 50-50 thing, like the half and half thing that they actually put some you know, decent focus on here. At least that's something that stuck out to me, was like, if you love someone, right, you love them for everything. It's their positives, their negatives, like, it's everything, right? And I think what Emilia has wanted, essentially, because Subaru most of the time to Emilia has, we've saw how Subaru has been to Emilia most of the time, you know? It's like all sunshine and rainbows for the most part. I would say, like, how he comes across her and how he praises her and how he does all these goofy things and just like, but it's never really been, we never really see the other side of it, like, right, him kind of get on her, him get a little angry with her, like, you'll call her out on these things, you know what I'm saying? And then we saw Subaru do that, and it's like, this is what Emilia kind of wanted, right? It has to be the whole thing, the whole genuine thing, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's obviously where we're going or where we're at. Well, maybe not from Emilia's side, but and Subaru's gonna get better with it too. So we're not even fully there, right? We're maybe not even scratching the surface of them. But this is a big step. I was just not expecting them to kiss. I was not expecting that, to be honest. Like, I figured it was gonna come at some point, you know. I really did. I just did not think it was gonna come at this point. That's just me though. But besides that, man, the auto stuff, and like his backstory, he like this, just especially this puts the Subaru and him, like the friendship, that the whole friend episode that we had with them in the first part, like this episode added so much more to that, right? There's so much more impact there with us getting like Otto's backstory and just how he didn't have anyone. He was literally, it was just him. And well, he had the animals, don't get me wrong. He had the animals, but like he didn't have someone he could connect with on a different level, like as a friend. But now he has Subaru, and the whole like crying thing, like each time he's cried, like the third cry, like he found his like purpose in life and found what it is, right? And I mean, there's like, now he has Subaru, now he has these a lot of these other reasons to, he has like the main reason, but he has a purpose, right? He feels like he has a purpose, and just the way he carried himself, right, from that point forward. But I like how they did that, like the whole thing with him crying and how it's like a new starting line for him. Like it kind of like, you have to think of Return by Death in a way, like as a parallel. Now, obviously, like they're different things, of course, but still, at least that, that's another thing that I thought of when they went into that. I was like, okay, I thought of Return by Death, like with Subaru and like the starting lines for him, and so that's just, I like how they did that. And I mean, man, so we're starting to see this a big step for Emilia's development, and I feel like, man, I'm kind of happy they didn't show like whatever is going, whatever happened to Ram and in Otto. Like, because Garf is here, and obviously we don't see Ram or Otto in sight. So and Garf came here, so like I was saying, we're gonna get some big Garfield development in this part as well. It seems like, and maybe that's where they're going, like with this, as we're going to see. But next episode should be something. However, this is gonna go with Emilia and Subaru. After we just had an emotional, like very emotional scene like that, there's about to be some kind of a confrontation. So, oh great, we'll see. We'll see what it is. This episode though, just it's one of those episodes of ReZero where you're just like, you just don't know what to say. It's just like kind of like ReZero episode 18. It's like one of those, like, it's just a conversation, but it's just like so powerful. You don't know what to say, but it's just so beautiful, right? It's one of those. And we've had, I feel like, many episodes like that in this series, but this is one of the standout ones, like the second half of this episode. But even the stuff with Otto was fantastic. Like, just adding more depth to Otto's character, and in, like I said, that friend episode with him and Subaru, and just the friendship between him and Subaru in general, like it adds so much more on top of that, because that was already like impactful, but then they do this and it's like Otto continues to climb the ranks. And I am excited for this Garfield stuff though, whatever kind of focus or development that he gets, whatever we see with Garfield, why people hold him up as one of like the best characters in ReZero, like I cannot wait to get into that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Really good episode though. Really, really good episode. I love this episode, honestly, like all around. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought of it. If you guys did enjoy my reaction, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace out.